Hello guys, DJ Bagpuss here and welcome back to Examining England and the first Examining England for England's World Cup campaign in Russia this summer, and England's first World Cup encounter kickstarts on Monday, June the 18th as England kick off their World Cup campaign in Group G as they face Tunisia away, and it is match day one of the first of three England games that are going to be taking centre stage in this World Cup tournament this summer, and this is the match preview. I will be previewing Tunisia versus England in this video. Right now I'm going to be giving my prediction, my thoughts, my feelings, and all kind of general overall kind of thoughts and feelings in relation to this match. And we are going to be previewing every single England game between now and when England's World Cup tournament either comes to an end or if they go the whole way and end up in kind of World Cup champions, really. So in relation to this game, Tunisia up against England, it's first and foremost I should say it's a very important game. Okay, and I mean, like what we've just seen over the last couple of days, the World Cup has literally just got underway, and I'm kind of sitting here with World Cup fever. I've been diagnosed with World Cup fever. Like I absolutely love the World Cup, and I'm just the most exciting part and the excitement level is to see England in the World Cup. Like I just want that Tunisia-England game. I want to watch it now. Really, I'm really excited to see England play, and you know there's a slight kind of level and feeling of apprehension, but at the same time excitement is kind of weighing out that feeling and that doubt, because with England there's always a slight level of doubt no matter who we're facing, but this is an important game in terms for England's group and also in kind of Group G, because England have got Tunisia, Panama and Belgium. Okay, and we play Belgium in our third and final Group G encounter. So, in terms of an ideal kind of world, we need to get 2 wins out of 2, really. I don't think we're going to beat Belgium, if I'm being, brutally and perfectly honest. I would love us to beat Belgium, but I do think it's very unlikely. I don't think we're going to beat Belgium. So, that means that a defeat could very much be on the cards, and that means that we've got to get wins against Tunisia and against Panama, and it's very doable, very manageable. You look at the England side, the side that's at Gareth Southgate's disposal. The players, the individual players are, they outshine and outweigh and are much better than the entire Tunisia, starting 11 combined. However, it's that psychological kind of mental stray that will come into it, and should England, and we've seen it before, should England not turn up for the occasion, Tunisia are going to be right up for this. This is, to all intents and purposes, this is their World Cup final. Nobody expects them to do anything. Nobody predicts them to go, anywhere. No one expects them to get out of the group. No one expects them even to pick up, maybe an occasional win here or there. You wouldn't say that Tunisia are going to beat Belgium. You wouldn't say that Tunisia are going to beat England. You may say that they probably will beat Panama, or Panama will beat Tunisia, vice versa. But nobody really expects, major headlines from them. And you're looking at this fixture on paper and you're thinking this is going to be an absolute given. And what we've seen over the last couple of days already, at the start of this World Cup, is that all bets are off, and you can't predict. You can't make. You can make accurate predictions, but those accurate predictions are never kind of set in stone, because that on anybody's day, anyone can beat anyone. On any given day, you can't say, oh, this is an absolute, 100% certainty that England are going to win this. I'm kind of 70, 80, 85% sure and confident that England are going to go and get this win, but I kind of there's that 15-10% level of doubt, because I've seen it before. I've seen England be absolute favourites for a game, being kind of in that moment where they should absolutely just storm and get a win, and they fail. They fumble, they fail, and the mighty falls. Really, they fumble, they phase, they fall, and I've seen it so many times. So in relation to the Tunisia-England game, it's important that England get off to a winning start in this World Cup. It's important that they get wins against Tunisia and Panama, because how it can starting badly and beginning your World Cup campaign on a negative note can kind of, set the tone for the entire tournament. You start badly, it's very likely that you will finish badly. And 4 years ago, England's World Cup campaign was absolutely awful. We didn't even get out of our group. And it was just, it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, not only in Euro 2016 we drew our opening game, despite dominating for 85 minutes. Right at the end, we conceded. And in the 2014 World Cup, we didn't, as I said, we didn't even get out of our group. So, it's not been great. However, with Gareth Southgate, at the helm, and what I've seen of England, and I keep saying it, it's a very young side, it's a very inexperienced side, but I believe that inexperience is actually going to be more of a positive rather than a negative. As I've said before in many videos, Gareth Southgate has worked wonders with the under-21s. He knows how to get the best out of young players, young, free and raw players, and the England side that we've got is very raw. You think of the previous and cult heroes, the legends, the past sailors of wearing the shirt and having that England badge on their right side. They're gone now. It is a new era really. But when you look at the individuals, your Kanes, your Sterlings, your Lingards, your Smallings, your Keanes, your Walkers, your Roses, your Butlins, your Pickfords, they have proved themselves in the Premier League, and they can conjure up anything. It's up there. It's that mental edge, and that is what I fear, and that's the first thing that I fear. And secondly, it's again, as I keep saying, if Plan A isn't going well, do we have a Plan B? Do we have a Plan C? Now, Gareth Southgate has said that England can change and adapt should the game warrant them and need them to change and adapt. But again, it remains to be seen that. But it's going to answer a lot of questions that we have. I've got a lot of questions. What formation? I'm pretty sure he's going to start with a back three. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a back three. Pickford's going to be in goal. Harry Kane up top. And I don't know, is he going to start Rashford? Is Rashford going to start on the bench? I know he's been kind of threatened with injury recently. I think Lingard will start. It's going to be very, very interesting. Does he start, with the really the youngsters that have never, played in a World Cup final, or does he go with his most experienced side and then bring on the players that are, still fresh and raring to go from the bench? And what formation is he going to play? And how are England, going to respond? There's been so much negativity and hostility in regards to, England over the last kind of 2 international tournaments, where, this is almost like a fresh start. We're wiping the slate clean. And I'm kind of just, again, it's just all of these questions that you won't be able to answer until you see England play Tunisia, because it's going to show you, because, on paper you'd say that England should, comfortably win this game. Not just get 3 points, but kind of get, a win and comfortably get that win. So on paper you'd say that this should be an easy day at the office, but it's going to be interesting, and we're going to see if there's no phasement in regards to kind of being in a World Cup, then England are going to turn up on Monday night and absolutely just rip Tunisia to shreds. Or it's going to be much more difficult, because, as I said, Tunisia will be up for this and they aren't going to just roll over, and I do think England will win. As I said, I've still got that slight, hesitancy and doubt. I'm hesitant with this doubt. However, I do think England will come through. I don't think it's going to be like a domination. I think maybe 2-0 England, 1-0 England, or 2-1 maybe. I don't think it's going to be a comfortable game, and nor do I think it's going to be a particularly exciting game. But I do think it's going to be one of those games where England get a win, and it will be in the game against Panama where we're really going to see England flourish, and then we can really make a judgment, and the big test will come should England beat Tunisia and Panama, and then when they face Belgium, that is going to be the moment where we really can assess and judge this current England side, and should they slip up and be in a position where they've got to get a win against Belgium, then it's going to be a completely different story. But I'm filled with confidence, mostly optimism, mostly. But then again, all the questions that I've got will be answered, and yeah, I'd say probably I'm going to go for Tunisia. Tunisia 1, England 2 is going to be my prediction. But then again, it could be 1-0, 2-0 England. I definitely don't think it's going to be like a 4-5-0 to England. Nor do I think Tunisia are going to win. But again, that's the beauty of the World Cup, that anything is possible. Anything can happen. Anything does happen. I've also got a feeling that a controversial moment is going to happen in the game, or there is going to be a controversial moment during England's World Cup campaign. Whether and whenever that comes remains to be seen, but it's going to happen. And certainly there's going to be something. There's going to be a big moment that everybody is going to be talking about. But it's certainly going to be an interesting game, and I just can't wait to see England in Russia and them beginning their World Cup campaign. And I will rejoin you on Monday night for my match review of the World Cup Group G encounter as Tunisia face England. And until then, please make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below. You can follow me on Twitter at DJBagpuss1998, where I will give further kind of football thoughts, general feelings, and lots of behind the scenes content as well. Please subscribe to this channel if you are new around here as well. And until next time, this is DJ Bagpuss signing out. Take care, and I shall speak to you all later. Take care, and I shall see you all soon.